The best way you can support me is with a simple subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this.
Rest of these fake rappers. Hey, listen here, man. Listen. I got some more albums coming out. I am not like these other niggas. I don't even listen to UZI. These niggas digging the booty. They confusing the community. I don't even listen to Yachty. Ain't gonna be dropping no knowledge. Ain't this like I got my own following. I ain't Muslim, but I feel like Malcolm X. Listen here, man. I ain't want no rumbles. I ain't want no screws. I ain't want no messy bag. It's still a purse. Fuck that. I'm forever a project baby. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care nothing about this fame. I don't care nothing about this shit. You know what I mean? Cause I really miss hitting licks, cause that shit like boost my adrenaline, you feel me? You know what I mean? What about Indian boy? Bro, straight? Shit. Man, listen here, bro. I ain't worried about nan nigga. If they ain't from 1800 block, even 1800 block. If they ain't certified, they ain't ready to slide by the nigga. If they ain't ready to die by the nigga, ride on the nigga. I ain't fucking with a nigga, you know what I'm saying? If pussy niggas there was real niggas there were pretty much too. Young boy way better. Way better what? I ain't seeing that nigga, man. Trud. I am not seeing that nigga cause like I'm out Chinese Creed and I'm dropping heat. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about this music shit. You know what I'm saying? I miss the street. I miss Thugger. I miss Duffin. You know what I'm saying? That shit give me a rush. That shit give me a motherfucking rush. And I'ma keep this shit on my live video replay so y'all can watch this shit tomorrow.
Alright, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, we're gonna try to break this down as quickly as possible. If you didn't hear the verse, if you didn't hear what Kodak Black said on his live stream, I don't want to go video, I just gave you the audio of what he said. He said, I don't even listen to UZI. That nigga dick in the booty. I don't even listen to Yachty. He ain't dropping no knowledge. Listen. First and foremost, let me just state this. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm telling y'all I've always been concerned about Kodak, the way he acts and how he's not connecting the dots. It sound like Kodak been on them drugs, man. It sound like Kodak been on that lane. You can hear it in the words, man. If you really listen, just the slur. Trust me, I've been around it too much in my life. I don't do them. You hear it though. You hear the slurs, and I'm not making it seem like Kodak was the best talker. Overall, he from the streets. So it's the culture. It's what we got to try to clean up. Our pronunciation of words. You hear it though. You hear it, and I'm telling y'all, I'm not saying this is out in the open. This is not something I have from a source or anything. I hear it. He on them drugs, man. He on that drink. He on something. You can hear it the way he talking, and I hate that for this kid, cause the brother is, to me, one of the best when he gets busy in the studio, and I think he got a real strong following in urban, and that's kind of lost nowadays. You got artists like Yachty and UZI, who we speaking of, who can't find a way to get these black crowds. They don't need them. They want them. Anyways, to what he said about UZI, first and foremost, and that's pretty tough, man. All these guys were on a XXL freshman cover together. That's pretty tough, man. You calling somebody that you probably gonna run into gay, straight up and down. He said he was digging the booty. That ain't no secrets in that. I don't know if this record is coming out or just something he just had on the top. Like, I don't know where he got it from. That's pretty hard, man. That's tough, man. That's tough. Remember, that's a tough one to come back from. That was pretty tough. And what he said about Yachty not dropping no knowledge, I don't think that one is as hard as what he said about UZI. Everybody's taking their shots at Yachty. Remember when Kodak came home from jail, the first thing he heard was the Broccoli record with Yachty and drums, and he was like, nigga saying broccoli? I thought I was the first rapper saying broccoli. So him and Yachty went back and forth then. Wasn't anything real there. But Kodak lives in his own world. He don't like rocking with a lot of artists. He's been limited in his mobility since his last release from jail. So he ain't around a lot of artists. Maybe if he was around more of these artists, he'd become a little bit more industry. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Usually I'm like, I don't want artists to become industry. I think Kodak might need to become industry a little bit more. Because right now, he's just a project baby who don't understand what he's throwing away. Is he throwing away his career by saying he don't fuck with other artists? No. But is it smart business? No. I call it the Lil Wayne diss. It's just not good for business. When Drake was one of the first people from mainstream on Kodak Black's wave. It's not smart for business to diss artists who ain't did nothing to you. UZI and Yachty, the lane that Kodak's in that Boosie lane. He's going to represent the down south, the Florida wave. He's going to represent that lane. You know what I mean? Kind of how Boosie puts on for Louisiana. That's where I see Kodak's career heading towards. Always able to tour whenever he wants. Good money in every club he wants to go in. You don't need to diss UZI and Yachty and anybody on this team that's allowing this. This is dumb. This is not good for business. I know he's his own man, but we've talked about this countless time on my channels. You cannot have yes men on your team. Niggas that's just happy. And I'm not saying he does, but it seems like he's surrounded by a lot of dudes that are just happy to have money in their pocket and they ain't thinking about the long term. What was the point in dissing UZI and Yachty? And I'll tell you this. I'm not the biggest UZI fan, but Kodak, your Painting Pictures album, in jail or not, it won't do nearest the numbers what Uzi's gonna do with Love Is Rage 2. Point blank period. So somebody's out here listening to Uzi. Somebody don't think Uzi's dick in the booty. I'm just saying. The Yachty thing, again, not as harsh. Still uncalled for. I'm not mad. This is what we wanted in rap, right? We wanted everybody to be competitive, right? Well, I think the Yachty reference, he ain't dropping no knowledge. That's hip hop. The Uzi reference is a gay reference, and if Uzi is not gay, I could see him and his team taking some offense to that. Kodak Black, man, back at it again with the Instagram Live. I thought they told him to kind of stay away from that. Doesn't seem to be listening. I'm not saying don't grow your fan bases, but he's a little too much of an honest person living his truth on his socials, and it's kind of to the detriment. And I think he's on them drugs, man. That's just my opinion on that drink or something. Some seem a little off, and again, I'm praying for the brother. I always want to put the rappers in the prayers, but that drink, man, Subscribe to my channel for more scoop content. What's your opinion on this situation? I'm out. What's up, everybody? I'm the world famous Mr. TALIAFERRO. You've heard of me, right?
My boy Alfred.
Yeah. What's going on? MrTaliaferro.com. Mr. TALIAFERRO.
I'm hitting this thing. How do I hit this thing now? I try. I ain't really that good. Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Mr. Yeah. MrTaliaferro.com. It's official.
It's my favorite time of the year. It's Madden and NBA 2K season. And this time around, I got you covered as I grow my Twitch account from the ground up. Bruh. You have the opportunity to not only help, but you can win in the process. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube and my Twitch accounts and follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at itsmrtaliaferro. You'll be eligible to win a free copy of Madden on its release date and NBA 2K on its release date as well. Yes, I'm just giving away free copies of both of the games, no strings attached. When I buy the game, I'll give you a free copy of the game. All you have to do is follow these simple rules and you'll be eligible to win a free copy of Madden 18 and NBA 2K18. Get to it.